Yo, what is up everybody? It is your boy Z-Farm. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are starting a brand new series here on YouTube. This is Road to the Dynasty. This is a Baltimore Orioles franchise mode where I take over my hometown team, the Baltimore Orioles, and I try and win a World Series at some point in this series. Now, as you guys can see, we are the Baltimore Orioles, and we got a pretty good squad, as you guys can look at here. We have Gunnar Henderson, a 95 overall. Kyle Bradish, 88 overall starting pitcher. Pete Alonso, the new signing, for $155 million. Look at that contract right there. Till 2030, we have our first baseman. Trevor Rogers, 84 overall. Taylor Ward, 84. Adley Rutschman, 83 overall. Jordan Westburg on the 60-day IL, but we have an 80 overall sitting on the bench until next season. We have Shane Baz, Ryan Helsley, Chris Bassett, Felix Bautista, again, 60-day IL for Felix. Rico Garcia, Tyler O'Neill, at some point we got to try and trade him in this series. Colton Cowser and Jackson Holliday, just to name a few. And we got Samuel Basayo, Dylan Beavers, those guys down there. And yeah, we have a stacked team here. We'll go to the depth chart, and we're going to show you guys what we're rocking with here for this season. We got a pretty good lineup, and we'll actually just show you the lineup here. We'll show what we're working with. So we're going to lead off Taylor Ward just like the real-life Orioles do. We have Gunnar Henderson, Adley Rutschman, Pete Alonso to follow. Then Samuel Basayo, Colton Cowser, Dylan Beavers, Kobe Mayo, and Jackson Holliday versus right-handed pitching. And against left-handed pitching, a little bit different. We have Taylor Ward still leading off with Gunnar Henderson, Pete Alonso, Adley to follow. Then Mayo, O'Neill, Blaze Alexander, Leody Taveras, and Jeremiah Jackson all behind Adley. That is a pretty good squad, both sides of the dish. Now, the starting rotation, it's a pretty good 1 through 4. We have Rogers, Bradish, Baz, Bassett, Brandon Young, the number 5 starter. We got to get an upgrade at some point in this series. The bullpen is also pretty decent. We have Keegan Aiken in the long relief, Rico Garcia, Andrew Kittredge, Dietrich Enns, Yennier Cano, and in the setups we have Grant Wolfram, Anthony Nunez, and the closing pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles is Ryan Helsley. Now, in AAA, we have a pretty interesting lineup down here. We have Enrique Bradfield, former first-round pick, Heston Kjerstad, another former first-round pick. He hopefully can see some action in this series. Aaron Estrada, one of our top prospects. He's batting third in AAA. Reed Tremble, Judd Fabian. That's really it. That's all the guys you need to know for this series. In case injuries do happen, they'll probably be the call-ups. But everyone else is just AAA depth. In the rotation, we have 3 interesting names that all are fighting for a spot at the major league level and potentially could take the number 5 spot from Brandon Young. We have Trey Gibson, Nestor Herman, and Levi Wells as our top 3. We have Albert Suarez as depth as our number 4, and Cameron Weston is the number 5. And in the bullpen, we have Cameron Foster, Tyler Wells, Nick Roquette, Jose Espada, Kowar, and Paredes, along with Christian Roa. So not bad down in AAA, and we'll go to AA to show you guys that as well. We have a stacked farm system down here in AA. Number 1 prospect, Nate George, Vahiva Aloy, Ike Irish, Tomas Sosa, Ethan Anderson, Tavian Josenberg, Frederick Bencosme, Peyton Ellis. We got a squad. And then in pitching rotation, we have 3 quality arms topping that rotation. We have Luis De Leon, Esteban Mejia, Joseph Deswari, and Boston Bateman. And our bullpen is not bad as well. Tyson Neighbors is someone to look out for in the future as someone who can get called up at any point in this series. Now, the injuries, we already talked about it. We have Cade Povich and Dean Kramer. I tried to make this as real life as possible, so if these players are hurt in real life, I put it in the game. So Cade Povich and Dean Kramer, both on the 15-day IL. They will come back at some point during this season. Felix Bautista, Zach Eflin, Jordan Westburg, they will not. They are done for the season. Both Eflin and Westburg had Tommy John, and Felix Bautista has a torn labrum, so they will not be back in this game. Ryan Mountcastle, Colin Selby, Yarmiel Geraldo, and Patrick Riley will all be coming back at some point during this season. Mountcastle broke his foot in April. Selby and Geraldo got hurt early in the season, and Patrick Riley had Tommy John last year. He will come back at some point in mid-June. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to kick this off. We're going to sim till the end of May. I think that's a good spot to end off at the end of this Toronto series. So actually, we're going to go to June 1st here, and we're going to go to that off day before we hit the road to the Boston Red Sox on June 2nd. But this is a pretty good schedule, I can't lie. A pretty easy start to the season, and then it gets tougher as we get along. This June schedule, I will say, is very tough. We got Seattle, San Diego, Seattle again, LA Dodgers. That stretch is going to kill us. And then we got 2 AL East opponents before in Boston and Toronto. So this June schedule is going to make or break this season. I can't lie. We'll see. But here we go. We're going to kick it off March 26th. Trevor Rogers versus Joe Ryan. We're just going to sim the season. We're going to have points during the season where we can step in. I did do the custom game entry you can see here. I put it to very high. Earliest you can enter is the 9th inning for both the game situation and player moments. And yeah, we're going to get straight into this. So 40 chances to get into a game this season. And here we go. We are going to try and attempt to win a World Series in year number 1 with the Baltimore Orioles. Let's see how we do. If you want to watch more MLB The Show content, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Also, like the video, and we have a Twitch channel down below where we stream live Diamond Dynasty games. Hit that follow button down below if you want to be involved in the live stream. Now, let's get into this video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're going to sim the season, and already we are entering a game top of the 10th inning. We won opening day, but now we have an opportunity to go 2-0 and win our first series against the Minnesota Twins. Top of the 10th inning, 1 out. Ryan Helsley versus Brooks Lee. Can we get it done? Let's see. Good pitch by Helsley on the first one. All right, 0-2 count here. Let's see what we can do. We're going to try the cutter inside. That's a little bit inside the strike zone, but it works. And we have out number 2. And it's Luke Keeschel. With runners on first and second. And that ball's into the outfield. They're not going to test the R with Beavers. That was a blue throw. There we go. I think this is Buxton. It is Buxton. Oh, boy. Byron Buxton. He tried to bunt home, and they stole all 3 bases. Buxton missed the bunt. And here we go. Gunnar Henderson has a chance to win this one in the bottom of the 10th inning. Taylor Ward on second. Wow. Cannot believe the AI just tried to bunt with bases loaded. And we're actually going to get a pinch runner here. Let's get Leody Taveras out there on second to get a little bit speed on the base paths with no outs. And Gunnar Henderson slams the ball right center. That ball is going to leave, and we get the walk-off. We get our first series win. We are 2-0 to start the season. What a swing by Gunnar Henderson. And there we go. Good start to the year. We are 2-0, like I said. Gunnar Henderson on the day, 4 for 5. Samuel Basayo, 2 for 4. Colton Cowser, 3 for 4. I see Byron Buxton on the other side, 3 for 4, 2 home runs. That's not good. But, yeah, here we go. We're going to continue the sim, and we're right back in it. 12-12 the next day. Wait, hold on. Let me see this. The Minnesota Twins scored 9 runs in the last 3 innings to tie this game. But we have an opportunity to win it with Gunnar Henderson again. And that ball was hit foul. I think this is a player lock, so I don't think I'll be able to change the result. I need to get a good hit here with Gunnar Henderson to hopefully get a team result. Holliday on first, triple shy of the cycle. Imagine we can get the triple. I don't think we can with Holliday's speed, but let's see here. That's going to be in the gap. He's not going to get to it. Holliday is going to get to third. Henderson's going to get to second. And we have runners on second and third, 1 out. And there we go. We're going to enter the game bases loaded with the polar bear. No, they're going to let the AI play this one out. So here we go. And that ball is hit to the outfield. We're just going to let Holliday tag. We're not going to try and get thrown out here. And Holliday is in there. And we sweep the Twins in our first series. We go 3-0, a bloodbath in game number 3, 13-12. Wow. Sam Obasayo have a game. Gunnar Henderson have a game. Man. I got to look at the box score at this one. 1 second. I got to look at the box score. Who gave up the runs for us? So it was a combination of Dietrich Enns, Yennier Cano, and Ryan Helsley. Ryan Helsley gave up the save there. Yennier Cano with a 40 ERA on the season. Dietrich Enns. Shane Baz, not bad of a start. See on the Twins side, yeah, we got the Zebby Matthews and Mick Abel early, and then the bullpen was able to shut it down until the end. But yeah, we are... Oh, Taylor Ward is not starting off the season hot. Neither is Adley Rutschman. Hopefully that can get turned around early on. It's only 3 games in, but here we go. Bottom of the 9th, Kobe Mayo with a runner on second. Both teams 3-1. Hopefully we can pull this result out. Runner on second, no outs, 8-9-1 due up against the Texas Rangers. And that ball is hit to right field. That's a good enough hit for a tag, I feel. And we're going to go for it with Beavers. Yeah, 81 speed. We're going to get there. He throws it a cutoff anyway. So there we go. And this should be the 9th hitter. I think this is Holliday yet. Yes, it is. Jackson Holliday. A chance to tie it, maybe win it with a home run. And that's going to just get down. And it's going to be a tie game off the bat of Jackson Holliday. And there we go. So they're going to go to the bullpen. Taylor Ward now up. Let's see if we can steal with Holliday here. That's going to be a strike, but we're going to get the runner to second on the steal with Jackson Holliday. And now Taylor Ward has the opportunity with a runner in scoring position to get the victory against the Rangers. That's going to be a bloop single. It's going to put Holliday to third. And we have one out again. And I think Gunnar Henderson is going to come to play here. Yes, he is. We're going to substitute Ward again for Leody Taveras. We're going to steal here with Leody. We're going to try and get that runner. So in case a ground ball is hit, he's listening to me there. Just in case a ground ball is hit, we don't want that double play. So we're going to steal with Leody here. Pitcher, quick pitches. We get in there just in time, and there we go. Runners on second and third, and they're going to intentionally walk us. So there we go. We forced the intentional walk, and it is Adley Rutschman, who's not having a good start to the year, batting 158. But hopefully this can change here. And it does. A grand slam from Adley Rutschman. My goodness, that ball is sent 449 feet into the Baltimore night, and a grand slam from Adley Rutschman walks it off against the Rangers, 7-3. Wow, what a swing by Adley Rutschman. Hopefully that turns around his cold streak to start the season. Here we go, 4-1, and here we go, another chance. Home team down by 2. Can we get the save with Ryan Helsley? 2 walks for Ryan Helsley. He's not having a good start to the year so far. Maybe we got to get some bullpen help early, but we'll see here. That's ball 1. We're going to go fastball inside. That looked like a strike. It wasn't. The new ABS thing is interesting. And man, we are going to maybe walk the bases loaded. We're going to throw this in the zone, hopefully. And that's a good pitch by Helsley. We're going to throw another fastball. Just try and dot the fastballs here. Let's go with the cutter. And we get the ground ball. Can we get the double play to Henderson? We do. We get the double play. And it is now 2 outs. Marcell Ozuna to the plate. Can Helsley get the save? That's a good pitch. Good slider from Helsley. Try and dot the fastball. We do. 0-2 count. I think we go back to the slider for the game. That ball, ooh, hit hard, but foul. He was just late on that, so I think we go to the fastball high and inside. He is fouling off pitches here. Good timing on that. So maybe a cutter?
Good job to fight that one off.
Guess not. Okay.
The tying run at the plate.
He is fouling off. Ozuna's holding on still. Here we go. Slider outside. Man, he is just fouling off pitches nonstop here. 0-2 count again. The 28th pitch. That ball is hit hard and foul. Let's throw something in the dirt. Let's see if he'll swing at that. He doesn't. Okay. Go back to third just in case. Ozuna is having one of the best at-bats I've ever seen. 30 pitches in, and that ball is fouled off again. Oh my goodness. Fastball again. What is it going to take to put Ozuna down? 12 pitches into the at-bat, and there we go. We generate the ground ball, and that is going to do it. We get the save with Helsley. A fight at the end. 13 pitches with Ozuna. We get the W in Pittsburgh. Pete Alonso, 2 home runs in this game. Adley Rutschman, 2 for 4. Gunnar Henderson, 2 for 4. All right. We are 6-1 to start the season. And here we go again. Blaze Alexander. An opportunity to put this team 8-1 on the season. That would be an incredible start for the Baltimore Orioles. Blaze Alexander, an opportunity here with 1 out. And a runner on second and first. And Blaze on the first pitch. That ball is sent, and it is gone. Blaze Alexander, 427 in Pittsburgh. And he has silenced the crowd. He has took out Dennis Santana. And now Taylor Ward is coming to the plate. An opportunity to add on against Isaac Madsen. And that ball's hit the center. It's hit hard, but right to O'Neal Cruz. And now Gunnar Henderson subs to the plate. We are going to need one more insurance run, and that's going to be a fair ball with Gunnar Henderson. We're going to go back to first. A little too greedy there with Gunnar. You have Adley coming up. And yeah, Adley turned it around. 351 average in the first 9 games. That's what we like to see from Adley Rutschman. And it's right to O'Hearn. And that's going to be out number 3. We're going to finish playing here. Is Helsley good? Can we put Helsley in the game? No, we're going to... Let's Wolfram out. 11 pitches. You know what? Grant Wolfram, stay out here and let's make some magic. That's a strike, I think. We'll tap the head for the ABS. And oh yeah, that's a strike. There we go. That's a dot on the inside against O'Neal Cruz. And that looked like a strike too, no? Okay, no it wasn't. Thank God I didn't ABS that one. Go back to the sinker. He whiffs on that. And then we'll go fastball high. And you can get him on that. Grant Wolfram. Young pitcher trying to get some high leverage work here for him. And it's working so far against the Pittsburgh Pirates, against the meat of the order. O'Neal Cruz and now Brian Reynolds. And that ball's hit soft into right field. Can Beavers get to it? He will. And we got 2 outs. And hopefully this is it. Against Nick Gonzalez, that ball is wide. That's hit hard to left field. We're going to catch that one, and that is going to be a W in Pittsburgh. I think a sweep in Pittsburgh. And we have 2 sweeps to start the season, and we are 8-1 to start the 2026 campaign. Gunnar Henderson again, 4 for 6. Dylan Beavers, 3 for 5. We are rolling. And now we're going to Chicago, where we have an opportunity to take the series against the Chicago White Sox with Adley Rutschman at the plate against Grant Taylor. Taylor Ward at second. Gunnar Henderson at first. Here we go. Now I know Grant Taylor has a little bit of a glitched animation here.
Swinging a foul on a play.
That ball's fouled off.
The Orioles with the go-ahead run standing at second here at the top of the ninth.
And that ball's hitting the gap. There we go. Adley Rutschman is going to deliver. That should be 2 runs, and it is going to be 3-1 against the White Sox. As Adley Rutschman, with the 2-run double, delivers in the 9th inning, and now they're going to go to Jordan Hicks for Pete Alonso. And Pete Alonso, on the second pitch of the at-bat, sends that ball long gone. It is 5-1 in Chicago. The 9th inning shenanigans are out. And here is Samuel Basallo in the 9th inning. That was, I think, a strike. We'll see on the ABS here. Yeah, it clipped the zone. So we're down 0-1 with 1 out. See if we can add on. Ooh, almost hits Basallo on the inside sweeper. Samuel Basallo batting .400 to start the year. That is very impressive. And I just check swing at a splitter right down the middle, 1-2. See if we can salvage the at-bat. No, it's going to go right to the shortstop, Montgomery. And he bounces the throw. Murakami has to scoop it out of the dirt. That's out number 2. Leody Taveras batting .375. Lineup looks pretty good, at least batting average-wise. And Leody's going to add on to the batting average. There we go. Keep pressuring on in Chicago here. Now Jeremiah Jackson has an opportunity to add on. That ball was moving. 98-mile-an-hour sinker from Jordan Hicks. Man, that ball moved. That's hit hard. Foul. I don't know, the amount of times we've stepped in, we might have to call it the end of April. I think that's what we have to do because we're already 20 minutes into the video. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call it the end of April here, and we'll get episode 2 started in the beginning of May. Whatever that first series is that starts in May, we will end right there.
2-2.
That's a soft contact ball right to the shortstop, Montgomery. We are just going to simulate this one. Hopefully the sim doesn't cost us. Okay, 5-1. We get it done. Anthony Nunez putting in some numbers. Pete Alonso home run. Leody 3 for 5. Gunnar 2 for 3. Not a bad day at all. So yeah, we'll get to this Houston series, and then we will kick it off next episode against the Yankees. So let's go. Let's keep doing this. Cade Povich is eligible. Now we're going to keep him on the 50. Keep Dean on the 50. There we go. Okay. Ryan Helsley, high impact situation. 11-6. So we, I think, got swept in the last series. Now the Diamondbacks are 9-9 on the season. Hopefully Ryan Helsley can get out of this one. Oh, that's a wide slider. Good pitch by Helsley there. Let's go fastball in. That's a little bit down the middle. Ooh. Okay. Curveball low in the dirt. Will he bite on it? He does, and he hits it foul. He was just late on that, so we're going to go to the fastball here. Speed the process up. There we go. Get the double play. And let's get the walk-off here in Baltimore against the Arizona Diamondbacks. We're going to finish playing this out. And Colton Cowser is going to get the opportunity first to try and walk this thing off against Paul Sewald. Wow, Paul Sewald still in the lead. Here we go. Colton Cowser batting .255 on the season so far. We're going to check at the end, see what everybody's batting, see what's going on down the minor leagues real quick. And yeah, that's how we're going to end episode number 1. Hopefully in a playoff spot. That's what I'm going to try and do at the end of every episode is just try and aim to be in a playoff spot, be in a playoff picture. Because that's the end goal, is to be in the playoffs and hopefully get that World Series. here in Baltimore. Good take by Cowser, 3-1 in the count. Dylan Beavers on deck. And that's inside ball 4. Good walk by Cowser. And Dylan Beavers up to the plate, no outs. See if we can get this one. That's inside. 0 for 3 on the day, Dylan Beavers. Let's see if we can change that here against Seawald. He is not throwing strikes to the back end of the lineup. That might be a good thing. That might be a good thing. Because right now, yeah, 89 miles an hour. I was so early on that one, as you can see. My goodness. And Beavers, oh, that's right to Santana. Can he get the first? No, he cannot. He grounds out into a double play. And man, Blaze Alexander. He was the hero in one of the games earlier. And he's the hero in this one. That ball is sent into the bird bath. Blaze Alexander walks it off against the Diamondbacks on Jackie Robinson Day. And the Orioles get this one 2-1 against their National League foe. Shane Boz, the good start. Ryan Helsley with the win. And yeah, there we go. Gritty victory against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Lost 4 straight to those guys. And we're back against Cleveland. We're just going to sim this one. If we lose it, we lose it. There we go. We get the victory 9-4. Samuel Basayo at the dish against Matt Strom. We might have to pinch hit him here. I think this is a pinch hit opportunity. 15-7 at the time here.
So next to hit
Yeah, I think we're going to have to pinch hit. Because he is... Oh, he's the first baseman. Okay, so that's good. So we can do Kobe Mayo. That's a perfect substitution for Matt Strom. Here we go. Kobe Mayo.
pitch misses there.
Only 1 run is needed here. And then hopefully we can get to that bullpen. There we go. Mayo, that ball is hit to right field. It's going to get down, and it's going to stay in the park. And here we go. I don't think we're going to be able to get Rutschman home, so we're going to stop him at third. But Kobe Mayo with a double. Runners on second and third. And they're going to intentionally walk Tyler O'Neill for Blaze Alexander. So Blaze, another opportunity here to make himself an Orioles legend. And there we go. It's going to at least tie the game. So the game is tied at 1. But a double play is caused right there. It's still 2 outs, so we can get a base hit with Leote here, take the lead. That ball, ooh, just touched the zone. I dropped my PCI on that one.
2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position.
I'm 364 on the season.
Swing and a
That's
foul
again,
out.
he is dotting the outside of the zone there. Trying to get me to reach on it. Mayo at third, 2 strikes to Leote Taveras. And he gets me on the sinker. And we are tied to the 9th inning. You know, we're just going to finish playing. Why not? We're going to go to the bullpen here. And we're going to get Anthony Nunez in the game. There we go. Anthony Nunez against Salvador Perez. And the first pitch of Anthony Nunez's appearance is sent yard. And the Kansas City Royals get the victory 2-1. Again, the first pitch of Nunez's appearance was just sent. Wow. 2-1 against the Royals. Not a good offensive game. Only 6 hits for both sides. But they got the long ball going there. So hopefully we can close this one out. And here we go again. Another opportunity in the 9th inning. Aroldis Chapman on the mound for the the Chicago White Sox, but the Boston Red Sox.
Runner in scoring position.
And it's on City Connect night. I think the first City Connect night of the season. See if we can get it done. Jeremiah Jackson at the plate. He's batting .320 on the season. Here we go. Jeremiah Jackson, he gets through, and that should be the tying run. It is, and we're also going to get Jeremiah to second. There we go. It is a tied game. And we are tied. There we go. Chapman against Taylor Ward, and that's going to get down, and that's going to be the walk-off. Taylor Ward with the walk-off. Back-to-back hits from both Jeremiah Jackson and Taylor Ward, and we get the win 7-6. Chapman gives up 3 hits, doesn't record it out in the 9th inning. And Adley Rutschman, Pete Alonso, and Gunnar Henderson, the trio, all hit home runs in that game. So there we go. We're 17-9, and we're back on the mound with Ryan Helsley in a save situation, 3-2 against Connor Wong, with Caleb Duran and Marcelo Meyer on first.
Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox.
And that ball is in the center field area, and Helsley blows the save, and they tie it in the 9th. First pitch, so we're going to have to walk it off again. Hopefully we can keep it as a tie game. But man, we are getting a lot of action in April. And Basayo misses the block. So the runners advance to second and third on that one. Oh boy. That ball's fouled off. I'm going to go high slider here. See how they react. It did not work. But a high fastball. Doesn't react to that one either. Wow. Here we go. We're going to go low fastball. That's ball 4. That is ball 4. Bases loaded for Roman Anthony. And oh boy, this could be a problem. And maybe not. Can we get the double play? No, we cannot. Kobe Mayo doesn't get the throw off and allows the runners to just get there. So it is 4-3 Boston. Helsley, I mean, that shouldn't count for Helsley. That should be an error. I think that's a strike. Yeah, that was a strike. I didn't challenge it. That's a strike, and he got the check swing. So here we go. Fouls that one off. Helsley's getting tired. That ball was sent foul from Weiler Brady. We're going to go outside fastball. That's a dot. All right. We are going to have to get it done again. I would assume Chapman's coming to the game. Yep. So here we go. Aroldis Chapman versus Jackson Holliday to lead off here. Let's see if we can get it done. That's fouled off. Jackson Holliday not that good against lefties. Normally don't put him in these spots, but against Aroldis Chapman in the 9th, we're going to have to keep him in here. Because if we get him on base, he's got some speed. We can definitely get him over to second. And it might be no need. Into the right field gap. It's going to be a ground rule double. So he gets the second anyway. No need for the steal. Here we go. Taylor Ward back up to the plate against Aroldis Chapman. And he gets a hard hit ball. That's going to go over Roman Anthony's head. Holliday had to stay at second. Ward is going to go to second. And we have runners on second and third. No outs for Gunnar Henderson. 0 for 3 on the day is Gunnar. But can he make up for it against Aroldis? That ball is going to get down. We're going to send Ward home. And Gunnar Henderson walks it off against Chapman. 2 RBI double. And the Orioles, after blowing the save in the 9th, get the walk-off against Chapman once again. And we win the game 5-4. Jackson Holliday, the player of the game. Taylor Ward was 4 for 4 in that game as well. So there we go. We are 18-9. And again, another opportunity. We're just going to send this one. Yep, why not? And there we go. So we're going to call it right there for the gameplay. And there it is. We are 4 games up in the American League standings at the end of April. Let's see what the lineup is doing in terms of numbers. Taylor Ward, the leadoff hitter, hitting .272 with 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. Gunnar Henderson having an incredible April. He is having a hot start to the year, .368 average, 9 home runs, 26 RBIs. Adley Rutschman hitting .270 for 5 RBIs. Pete Alonso, .248, 7 home runs, 22 RBIs. Samuel Basayo, .354 average, 5 home runs, 14 RBIs. Colt Cowser, who's cold at the moment, .236, 5 home runs, 10 RBIs. Dylan Beavers, .307 average, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. Kobe Mayo is batting .208 with 4 home runs, 15 RBIs. And Jackson Holliday in the 9th spot is batting .303 with 6 home runs, 15 RBIs. Jeremiah Jackson, .346 average. Leody Taveras, .290. Blaze Alexander, only a .194. And Tyler O'Neill, yeah, .091. That is not good at all. Let's see the pitching here. Trevor Rogers, 4.5. Kyle Bradish, Cy Young season looking like for Bradish here. A 1.45 ERA and 31 innings pitched. Shane Baz, 3.06. Chris Bassett, 4.81. And Brandon Young, 5.3. Yeah, that makes sense for the rotation. Keegan Aiken, 4.5 ERA. Rico Garcia, 2.08. Kittredge, 3.31. Dietrich Enns, 4.32. Ynier Cano, 6.75. Grant Wolfram, 3.75. Anthony Nunez, a 4.22. And Ryan Helsley with a 3.97 and 7 saves. Does anyone else have a save? No. Okay. So let's check the AAA lineup real quick. Bradfield's doing good. Kerstead is doing fine. Estrada's looking good. Everyone's looking pretty good. Jackenzie Noel. Well, unless Jackenzie Noel. What about the pitching staff? Trey Gibson's looking pretty good. That might be the call-up that we might need at some point in this video. Nestor Herman's looking good. Levi Wells is looking good. Albert Suarez. Okay, yeah, everybody's looking good down here. Who had the 6 ERA? Okay, not bad. And, yeah, everybody's looking pretty good. What about Double-A? Luis De Leon's wow. Oh, my goodness, that rotation. That top 4 is looking gross down there in Double-A. My goodness. All 2 ERAs. Tyson Neighbors with a 0 ERA and 12 innings pitched. He is looking gross. Let's look at the lineup here. George in 239, Vahiva Lloyd 282, Ike Irish 186, Tomas Sosa 279, Ethan Anderson 277. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Frederick Cosme hitting 357. What are they record-wise? 14 and 10. And what's the Norfolk Tide? 18 and 12. So the organization as a whole is looking very good. And that's where we're going to call it right there. Let's check how much money we have before we end here. $2 million. Anything happen trade-wise? Let me try and find this. Transactions completed. No trades happened yet. Anything else? No. Okay. Yeah, nothing yet. So, all right. That is where we're going to call it, ladies and gentlemen. We are 21 and 10 to end the month of April. We are going into May, and we have an interesting schedule. And our first series in May is against the New York Yankees, who right now are 14 and 17. They are 7 games back in the American League. So hopefully we can get some ground on these guys. We also play Tampa Bay and Toronto in this month. Hopefully we can gain ground in the American League East and the American League. That would be awesome to get the number 1 seed in the playoffs if we can get it. But to beat the opponents in our division, that would be awesome. We also get the Athletics, the Nationals, and the Marlins, and Detroit in the month of May. So we'll see how far we get in episode number 2. We only got done 1 month in episode number 1, but that is fine. So, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys watching episode number 1 of Road to the Dynasty, and I will see you in episode number 2. Take care, guys.